Everyone, it's Sean Mighty Wolf here, back again with another review, and this time we'll be taking a look at Godzilla versus Kong. Yes, the big one. Everyone's been looking forward to this movie, and it is finally here. And what can you expect? It's Godzilla, and it's versus Kong, and they're ready to beat each other up. But in all seriousness, this movie, it takes place 5 years after the events of Godzilla King of the Monsters, and scientists are trying to take a lead to find a myth world where people believe King Kong used to live in, and in the film, Godzilla is wreaking havoc and destroying the city, and they don't know why. So you see the two titans on the big screen fight each other to see who could take up the reign, or whatever happens. Whatever happens in the movie is whatever happens, and they either fight it out, someone's a definitive winner, or some other shit's about to happen in the movie. So the MonsterVerse movies have been quite on and off, I'd say. I really did like the first Godzilla. I mean, I thought it was way too long. King Kong Skull Island before Godzilla versus Kong was released was my favorite, and I really enjoyed the 70s and the jungle vibe and Kong just beating the shit out of the Skull Crushers. And then we had King of the Monsters, which everyone didn't really like. I mean, probably people liked the movie, but I thought the movie was way too long, and just like I had a headache after watching that movie. But now we have Godzilla versus Kong, and it is here, and I'm so happy it's here, because really this is actually I'd say this is the best one in the MonsterVerse films. Honestly, this is really the one we've all been waiting for, the one that we've been hyped about, and it's finally here, and it's finally released. And I gotta say, Godzilla versus Kong it's really such an awesome movie, and I'm super impressed by it, and it is a film I would definitely see again. And I mean it. I would definitely see it again. So I'm going to give some really great pointers for this movie. For one, the movie is not that long. It feels like a pretty short film, and the film didn't really give me that much of a headache. Like, I didn't feel like I was just like drowse and be like, get me out of this fucking film. Like, it really didn't feel like that. I just was like really excited to see their fight scenes, and the characters weren't overly boring like the last one. Everybody felt like everybody felt pretty cool. Everybody felt awesome, and it's just like it was really surprising, and I was really happy about that. And I really love the fact that the movie has some pretty awesome special effects. The special effects in the movie are really awesome, and the CGI is really awesome. This movie kind of reminded me of like a bit of a Avengers Endgame. Like, it really did everything with the special effects and the CGI, because really, like, you don't really expected from the trailers, you didn't expect it to be that like crazy, but when you watch the movie, it was like extremely crazy, and that's exactly what I got with this film. It definitely reminded me of that, and yeah, this movie really does have some awesome special effects. But the best part of the movie is the fight scenes. If you are looking for some epic fight scenes in the movie, look no further, because this movie has some awesome fight scenes. You have Godzilla and Kong beating each other, with the last scene in Hong Kong, beating the shit out of each other, and just seeing who will be the definitive winner. It was such an awesome scene, and it was the best. It was say the best scene in the movie so far. And yeah, and then after that, there was other crazy shit was happening in the movie, which I won't really get into if you've seen or haven't seen the movie. And yeah, I mean, this was the best part of the movie, and I loved it so much, and I was really impressed by it. So really, this is what really made this movie really awesome, and I was so happy about that, and I was really happy that they made it a Godzilla versus Kong film for the fans to enjoy, and it looked like the director actually cared about the fans, and actually about the material, and actually really put in that, because I don't think, because the last movie it really felt like, I mean, the directors cared, but this one it felt like I liked it. I really did like the director for this film, and I really liked what he did, and I really liked the amount of effort and fan promising that he did for this, if that's a word. But I think he did a great job. It was really, it's really really awesome. So yeah, those are really really one of my best parts, one of my favorite parts of the movie. If I were to say any problems, I'd say that the film definitely did have. I feel like the villain was very. He reminded me a little bit too much of like a '90s villain. Like he really felt like, oh, I'm gonna destroy the world, and he had all this like, all these gadgets and all that. Like he really definitely reminded me of like an '80s '90s supervillain, like trying to be the shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I did find the villain to be kind of corny and kind of cheesy, and yeah, but besides that, I think his weapons and his tools in the movie are pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm really impressed by this movie. I think this movie does a lot of things right, and I think this is really one of the best MonsterVerse films. If you haven't seen the film yet, or haven't, or whatever, if you haven't seen the film yet, I think you guys should go see it. I think you're really gonna like it. I think the action's impressive. I think I think the length time it didn't feel that long, and if you love Godzilla versus Kong in the '60s, you're gonna love this one, because it's a much improved version, and it's way bloodier and way epic. So yeah, Godzilla versus Kong, it's such an awesome movie, and I was really impressed by it. So I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. I was super super impressed by it, and it is a movie I would definitely see again, and I would definitely recommend seeing it again. It is really this good.